Unfiltered. Like you're in another world, like you zone out.
Hello, and welcome to Unfiltered. I'm your host, Georgii Speakman, and today I wanted to share a powerful and liberating mindset. Very simple. Do it for you. This brief episode is all about tuning out the noise, connecting with your inner self, and creating a life guided by your intuition, faith, and authentic desires. Let's start with a profound truth, and you'll hear me say this a number of times throughout these episodes, which is if you don't go within, you go without. What does that mean? It's simple yet incredibly transformative. If you're constantly looking outside of yourself for answers, validation, or direction, you'll end up disconnected from your purpose and true potential. To live fully, you must turn inward, do the self-work, develop a relationship with yourself, and trust your inner compass. I've been inspired to share this episode because of late, I've had a couple of girlfriends who have grand creative aspirations, but I often hear them say, well, so-and-so did it that way, therefore I've got to replicate that same modality, model, journey, approach, but it's not true. The message here is stop comparing yourself to others. We're so easily influenced by what's online, what's being fed to us by the media, what the outcome of someone's success looks like, and so on. But none of these influences are relevant to you and your ultimate journey. Let's address something that we're all guilty of, and the likes of social media over the last several years have not helped in this area, which is comparinitis. It's the habit of constantly comparing your life, your journey, and your accomplishments to others. But here's the truth. Your journey is uniquely yours. And this is not necessarily at all new information, but we need to constantly be reminded of this because we're constantly getting disconnected from our own truth. Literally, no one else is living your reality. Every human being exists in an entirely individual experience and through their very own lens. That means no one will ever fully see, feel, or understand what you do about yourself, what's right for you, your own trials and tribulations, your own inner hurdles, and so on. And the same applies to and for others. We literally have absolutely no real understanding of what others have gone through to achieve who and what they are today. We just see the outcome or the end result. So stop measuring your progress against someone else's highlight reel or success, which probably took them years of hardship to achieve. Years of hardship to achieve, by the way. Like, their path is not yours, and your path is simply not theirs. So instead of trying to replicate someone else's success, focus on carving out your own. Be motivated to do it for you. I cannot stress and recommend enough to continue to build an inner relationship with yourself. The key to doing anything for yourself starts with building an inner relationship through faith, intuition, self-awareness, and I am big on this, daily ritual. I'm talking about faith, whether that's a relationship with God or a higher power. This connection grounds you in something bigger than yourself. It reminds you to trust the process. It's an energy, power, and source beyond your imagination and capabilities. Be vulnerable, lean in, and give your heart to this incredible access that we have. Again, whether you want to call it God or energy or your inner guide and so on, that's up to you. Learn to trust your gut instinct and intuition. Boy, oh boy, is this important. This is your internal guide. When you silence the opinions of others and listen closely, your intuition will tell you what's right and what's not. You'll feel it. You'll know it. You will start seeing things, feeling things, and the answers are clear. Become more powerful in your day-to-day life and reality by building a stronger and more trusted relationship with your gut instinct and intuition. I promise this will serve you so tremendously in your personal and professional lives. But how to get there? Again, I am big on this, and my life has just improved tenfold by adopting this mentality, which is the power of daily practice. This inner relationship doesn't just happen overnight. It's cultivated through years of ups and downs and hurdles and overcoming, in the trials and tribulations. But it really boils down to commitment to a consistent daily practice that centers and grounds you. Here are a few habits that I know have worked wonders in my personal life, and I know that have worked wonders for others. And truly, guys, there's no excuse. Number 1, meditation. Spend time each day in stillness. Ideally, first thing before you pick up the phone, as your alarm goes off, wash your face, use the loo, have a sip of water, sit down with yourself and tap in. The best way to get started, no matter your choice of meditation type or style or length of time, whether it's for 5 minutes or 20 minutes or half an hour, is breath. Simply slow your breath down and focus on breath. Meditation helps quiet the external noise and allows you to reconnect with your inner voice. I personally studied with Vedic meditation with Tom Knowles, which is a form of transcendental meditation, 14 years ago. For many, many years, I was meditating twice a day for 20 minutes, and it largely transformed my life. But if you're not prepared to go there yet, there are so many mindfulness practices online. There is guided meditation, there are meditation apps. As I said, there are no excuses. But if even this is overwhelming or intimidating to you, and you don't even, you're finding the word meditation intimidating or confrontational, just think about it as breathing. We literally wouldn't be alive without breath. So just simply connect with your breath, slow it down, and sit there upright. Do not rest your head back against any wall. Sit up straight and get to it. Prayer. Use prayer as a tool for guidance, gratitude, and surrender. It's a powerful way to align your actions with your faith. Get vulnerable, let go, share, and tap into that energy and source. Spend time in nature. We all know there's nothing like stepping outside to reset your energy and find clarity. I know that when I spend time in nature, whether it's a hike, a walk with my dog and so on, or just sitting still in a beautiful environment outdoors, that energetically I just feel cleansed. It cleanses me. It realigns me. I feel invigorated. It's beautiful. So spend time in nature. Positive affirmations. Reprogram your thoughts with words that empower and uplift you. Write them out, say them out loud, transmute negative thoughts and thinking. Train your mind to focus on the positives of what you want to create and not what you fear or lack. So keep leaning into I am, not what I don't have, what I want yet, whatever. Avoid lack, reprogram your thoughts by focusing on the positives. Routines. Again, this is what we're talking about. Build a routine that works for you. Everybody's life, their demands, commands of life, whether it's kids, careers, this, that, travel, it's different for everyone. You must align and assign a routine that works for you, something that grounds you daily and keeps you aligned with your goals and keeps you inspired and motivated. Start with 10 minutes a day, whatever it is. Start somewhere, but get to it. And last but not least on routine is the key here is consistency. Don't just dabble in self-help when life is overwhelming and you're having a nervous breakdown or a meltdown. Excuse me. Make these practices a part of who you are. It's through showing up for yourself daily that helps you build that resilience, clarity, and confidence. Remember, people often give you advice or opinions based on their own fears, insecurities, or lack of experience. Their projections aren't your truth. Don't take on someone else's baggage, their doubts, insufficiencies, or fears because they don't belong to you. When you center yourself, you recognize the difference between love-filled advice rooted in good intentions and guidance versus advice rooted in fear and limitation. Do it for you because your journey is uniquely yours. Don't attempt to replicate the path of anybody else. Their journey isn't yours. It's okay to be inspired by others, but always remember that the lessons, detours, and victories that come along with forging your own path and learning the unique and individually challenging lessons along the way is what makes your life uniquely beautiful. So give yourself permission to chart your own course, to make mistakes, to learn and grow. Trust your gut, listen to your intuition, and lean into your faith. Feel out, work out what is working and what's not for you. You are the only one who can truly know what's right for you. Do it for yourself and watch how the world responds when you show up authentically and unapologetically. Be kind to yourself along the way, as these efforts can be incredibly confronting. It's really important to not judge yourself too harshly along the way. We always have that inner judge and inner critic, but always lean into forgiveness for yourself and in turn others, and keep pushing forward every single day. So, who am I to give this advice? Well, I'm just an everyday person just like you. But I spent years feeling pressured and backed into a corner by being bullied into taking on someone's ideals of me, projections, and more. Advice that was actually often very detrimental to me. It's taken me years to undo the effects of that impact, and my life has only continued to get better, stronger, happier, more joyous, and way more aligned as I've continued to truly learn to trust my gut instinct, intuition, and all the rest, and finding that inner truth and power. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Unfiltered. I hope you feel inspired to connect with yourself today, trust your inner guide, and live life more and more on your terms. Remember, you're not here to live someone else's story. You're here to truly write your own, and there's tremendous power in that. Until next time, stay unfiltered, stay true, and most importantly, guys, do it for you. Much love.
Like you're in another world, like you zoned out.